No matter what I do. Yes, people, then welcome back to Danny AFC TV. I can't believe Fulham have just come back to win 2-1. And look at my bet. There was 5 games tonight. 5 games, yeah. So interesting. All 4 teams win. No matter what I do, 4 teams win. 1 loses. But why was I betting on a team called Santa Clara? That's a WB special. I fucking don't even know one of their players. So I should have just had a 4 team. I fancied Celta Vigo, Mets, Lazio, and Fulham, even though Fulham did leave it to literally the last second of the actual game, which is incredible. Guys, do we get the likes on the video? Do you subscribe? And if you're new, who is with me this evening? First of all, on the topic of all topics, Edu has quit Arsenal. Da, 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 da. The inquest starts here, I suppose. To why was it a power struggle, or is it just because the how do you say this guy's name? Is it Marinakis, the owner, I do believe, of Nottingham Forest and Olympiacos? He's offered him a crazy contract. Now, again, Arsenal keep all their fans and everything in the dark. Maybe we're not supposed to know everything. I get it. Let's not even care. But what I have been told, definitely 100% today, is this offer has been on the table. What's the point of me looking at this bet? I'm not going to fucking... I don't think you get ACCA insurance on a 5-team ACCA, do you? It'll be money back again. You fucking bastard. But yeah, back to Edu. First of all, I thought, could it be some sort of power struggle? Could it be... but yeah, back to Edu. Hold on. Sorry. First of all, I thought, could it be a power struggle? Could it be something to do with summer signings? Galafore, injury prone. But I told you before he even joined our club, he played like 60, 65 games in his career. At 23, it isn't a lot, you know. I know there's players that play 63 games in a fucking season. This guy's got to 23 and then played 63 games. Marino, again, let's have it right. I said it from the start, never heard of him. So, in fact, I still haven't heard of him. So, yeah, Mourinho, nothing to write home about. Who is with me, people? Guys, get the likes on the video. I had a funny start on YouTube the other day for the Celtic game. Like, people couldn't get comments through. Like, it was just me. It was saying there was no one listening, no comments. And I was just a bit freaked out. Who's saying, well, go on, my brother. It didn't even happy days. It'd be even happier if Arteta was going to. Yes. I wonder, is there real reasons? Obviously, it's looking more like, no, I'm not going to say greed, because I say fair play to him. Nick Nat was good. The Marinakis group, the owners of Nottingham Forest and Olympiacos, allegedly he's going to take up a role there in the next few days. This is why he hasn't been around the sober reality or the Emirates Stadium over the last week or two. What was this? Down. Okay. Old joke, sorry. Maybe I've missed something, but let me finish where I was. I reckon there's something deeper involved. I don't know. Like, then again, what is his affection to Arsenal? He was a player, then he came in as a technical director. Like, I don't know. I'm not really bought or sold on that. I hope it comes out in the wash real soon, though. Like, was it... obviously, he wasn't pushed. But I wonder, was he pissed off? Was there something that was done wrong? To go and take up a job at Nottingham Forest. But then again, Forest, let's have it right. They are higher than us on the table. Shout out to all the real ones. Craig, what's good? Happy days. Oh, mate, I'll be delighted. At this time, what is? Me? Bros, I'd give me the Eddie job as well, bros. I knew Arda Galer before most, you know what I mean? Kenan Yildiz. I've already told you about the goalkeeper and Özkan, the centre-back I watched in Turkey 18. He can play left-back as well, man. Trabzon goalkeeper, very good talent as well, bros. Like, you don't have to spend stupid amounts of money on people all the time. We've never asked for this as Arsenal fans. We've asked for clever signings, decent signings. And not just yes men, kind of like this whole process, like, it started on the Emre. Let's be honest with you. The one thing that I've always criticised Emre for, which I've always said, well, could have lost him his own job, was there was no point coming. Well, I wanted Zaha, and I got Pepe. I wanted Fabinho, I got Torreira. Like, I don't know. Don't play them. Make your own statement. Tell the board you won't play them. I don't know what contract did you sign, my son. But there's no point bitching after. Arteta, I don't know. Let's see if Forest can win a trophy or one trophy in 5 seasons. Anyway, done. What's good? I'm good, man. I'm good. The Edu news obviously hasn't phased me one bit. That I'm more than delighted. I'd keep Edu over Lego Man. Lego Man has too much power. Possibly, yes. But what will be key is to see what kind of director of football we bring in next. I couldn't see us bringing in a powerful person, say like a Thierry Henry, who would take the job immediately, a Patrick Vieira, a Sir Arsene Wenger. Oh, bro, but he did disrespect the Turkish league a little bit, though. Who wants to watch this Turkish league outside of Turkey? Who wants to do it? Like, that there, as a passionate Turkish brother, I'd be skips him. But then again, he's a passionate guy. He probably didn't mean it absolute word for word. Obviously, he loves himself a bit, Jose, you know what I mean? Not enough Forest, bigger things, you cheeky little bastard. Maybe, and hopefully it comes out in the wash. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully Edu will have a dick on him and just say, do you know what? I didn't like what was going on at Arsenal. Certain things wasn't me, or blah, blah, blah. And as the technical director, I should have had more say in either this or that, or I didn't want Calafiore. I knew he was injury prone, or Mourinho. I'd never heard of him. Do you know what I mean? Good evening, Lenore. Mourinho is a G. Shouldn't have disrespected the league like that. I get it. He's fucking angry. Yeah, bros. He's tripled his wages. And I actually don't get the basis of why they would offer him so much money. I don't know what his mad success is. Which superstars is he on earth? Like, you know, a Nicolas Anelka at £500,000. And we could potentially go on and sell him for 30, 40, 50 million. Honestly, out of the £700-800 million that these two bastards spent between them, mate, I honestly can only think of 2 players that we can guarantee get a profit on. Right now. From that whole load of fucking bollocks. Martinelli wasn't nothing to do with him before you start. Saliba was nothing to do with him before you say anything. And Saka clearly was already there. All that other bunch of cunts, yeah? Who do we get our money back for? And if that rumour is true today, any club, Al Khalil, Al Balil, I don't care if it's Al fucking... listen, if anyone wants to give me £40 million for Trossard, I'll fucking pay for his fucking flight to Saudi. Get a fuck out. What happened? I heard Eddie didn't want Mourinho. Oh, fuck me, I've never heard of it, bros. How many times did I say this, bros? System player. Sorry, no dig at you, obviously. System player, my system. Like, fucking system. No, bros. Like, I'm sorry, bro. If you're 28 and I've never heard of you, but I knew Arda Güler at 16 and I was doing streams to sign Arda Güler for Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Way before you signed for Real Madrid, as you know, Arby. I'm gonna have to go look at that video. I'm not sure. Did he make his Fenerbahce debut when I was talking about him? Bro, I'm telling you what. Even though they got battered 5-1 by Lazio the other day, but Lazio are having half a decent season. They've been pretty productive and all right this season. They got promoted first season, and they're not in the relegation zone in the Serie A. So I'd say Cosmo are punching above their weight. And I did say the day he joined Cosmo, keep an eye on Cesc, innit? He's Spanish. They might like Spanish people. Emre. I'm dead, though. I won't stay for too long. The stream is too late, and I'm really tired. Bro, thank you so much for coming in, bro. There will be changes, bros. Remember, as I said, I'm going to concentrate a lot more on Scottish football. Look at the views on Celtic, Aberdeen, for instance, and then Rangers, Aberdeen, for instance. But anyway, guys, before you go, just say, Would you take, even though I don't think they'll take a powerful person like Arsene Wenger, I would love Thierry Henry because, again, your name is, let's say, Ethan Mbappe. Is the other Mbappe? Is that his brother's first name? Ethan? Ethan Mbappe. And he's doing well and you want to sign him. And you've got Edu at Forest. All right, forget it. That'll be unfair because it's Forest. You've got Edu, say, at Chelsea, for example, or Thierry Henry at Arsenal. If I was the father, let's just say, of the boy about to go and talk to Arsenal or whatever, I'd be like, bruvs, Henry. I don't know. What I'm saying is, bottom line is, everyone knows Henry. Everyone, if you're French, you respect Thierry Henry. And probably if you're not French. Same as with Arsene Wenger. I don't know how many times Edu played for Brazil, and this obviously I'm not trying to assassinate his character. We know Arteta played that many times for Spain because he's fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? These are not jaw-dropping names. Like, you know, even if Wayne Rooney was at Man United, but he took the funny role in life, the Plymouths and whatever, and shout big up to him, he would be able to draw a player in. Love or hate him, everyone in the world knows who the fuck Wayne Rooney is. Arsene Wenger, though, for director of football, guys, would anyone have that? I would. Because at least you know Wenger did love Arsenal. No one on the Arsenal board wouldn't even know who David O'Leary is. That's the state of people on the club. David O'Leary is. Yeah, I know, bros. 722 appearances for the club. I know that, brother. Seriously, I remember the shirt 722. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, I remember all of it. He was just before me, but yeah. I did see glimpses. I know that mostly. It was just that one little thing. Come on, bros. You know what Danny's like, innit? Maybe I've misinterpreted it wrong. But you know what I'm like, bros. It's the way he said, "Who watches this Turkish league outside of Turkey? Like, who cares? Who gives a fuck?" I know what he was doing, bros, and he was vexed. So I'm not like assassinating him either. Oh, I know, bros. I know. Do you know what I mean? Another guy that didn't play for no other club. Another Tony Adams. Well, again, bros, there's either two things. There is rumours that he didn't want the California, the Mourinho in the summer, and Arteta was given control. Or we do know he's been, I know personally he's been given time off of Arsenal. He's been away for the last week, 10 days. In his homeland of Brazil, they said are dealing with personal issues. But the personal issue was a offer from Nottingham Forest Football Club and the owners of Forest, obviously. And I think he's going to do a sort of hands-on role at Nottingham Forest and Olympiacos. And I think they own a third club as well, this Marinakis group, the owners of Nottingham Forest. There is a good buy. But again, there is still goalkeepers I'll have ahead of him. Told you, I like the Trabzon goalkeeper. That kid in France, Revtes, he's fucking levels. I think he's about 20 years old as well. Go look at who does he play for? Revtes. I've been watching this kid for a little while as well. Yeah, bruvs. Poached by Forest. Mate, what a fucking game. Well, mate, I had a bet on it, bruvs. And as I said, only one team let me down. Have a look at this bullshit. There was only 5 games today, so I decided to have a little go on all 5 games. Look, 4 teams win. Obviously, I have Fulham. Do you know what I mean? I have Mets. I have Celta Vigo. But I don't know. One team lets me down. It's always fucking one. I know, brothers, but they dominated the whole game. I know. And God bless Lee Akers, and you know what I mean, whatever, and he'll hold his hands at his last few games. He ain't been good, bros. He's an impact player. And I said that on day one. Why doesn't my channel get the respect it deserves? I said Saliba's the best defender in the world. It'd be a collapse and a calamity without him. Yeah? I say, as ignorantly and cockily as, well, I've never heard of Mourinho, so for me, he's already going to be a flop. He's shit. He's shown me nothing so far. He doesn't even fit into the system. What beautiful, appropriate timing of him. Yeah, bros, money spent really, really bad. Tomorrow, we're going to go through every single signing by signing. Declan Rice is a great player, bros, but there's no club in the world that's going to give us over £105 million cash money for him. Do you know what I mean? Or teams that have been bidding for him at the time. Good evening, Vicky. Why would Man City consider giving Arteta the job? Mate, I'm driving to Manchester now. I'd even pay the petrol. But why would Man City give him the job? What, based on one FA Cup in 5 years? No, they were going to go for Ruben Amore at the end of the season, I was hearing, if Pep decided to act up. The glorious victorious is here. Good evening. What are your thoughts on Edu leaving? Well, I'm not really sure what Edu done. Did he sign anyone amazing from Brazil? Martinelli wasn't nothing to do with him, by the way. Did he sign an Endrick? A Franco Mastatuna? A Victor Roque? No. But he had a hand in selling the best keeper in the world, spending maybe 80, 85, 90 million pounds on goalkeepers since they sold the best goalkeeper in the world. To oversee all of that, I don't think he's a hero, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, I think he's done really well, if it's true, to get offered triple his money at Nottingham Forest. And I say, fucking good riddance, so fuck you and get out. Come on, bro. Like, even if Henry was a director of football, imagine if Henry was approaching kids, Kylian Mbappe, or even his brother, if he does well in a year or so. Henry would have the pull. Do you know what I mean? Who's this guy's got the pull to get? He didn't even sign any of the fucking young good Brazilians. They all went Chelsea. And there's a lot that's gone Chelsea. That carries out a murder on kids and women. Because I'll get you man so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Ooh! Shots fired! Bang, bang, bang! Acres. Is it you? Where is that Acres? He's going to reply, let's keep it football and the politics and politicians, but I just call him One Love. Mr. Lindy, you know. Good evening, West Ham. Edu has 15 Brazil caps. Not bad. Not bad. And that's Brazil. Arteta had that many for Spain. Interesting, it was that many, yeah? Alright. Yeah, I know that, bro. He was shit, that's why. Thanks that. Because he's fucking shit. Glasgow fucking Rangers. My bollocks. There we go. Well said, my son. But Calafiore was a class signing. Why would you not want him? Because, again, on the basis, and I said it the day we signed him, people like Yui, the real ones that I hear, obviously, very regularly, and Yui ain't just going to say it because he fucking loves me, he'll back it up. Number one, never heard of Calafiore. Number two, I thought 42 mil was a bit steep for a gauge I've never heard of. Number three, with all respect, one season at Basel, and he got a couple of knocks there. He played 31 games in total in his breakthrough season, the season that we nicked him from Torino. 60, 65 games in his career, mate. He's 23. Rooney probably played that in his first season at Man United when he was 18. You know what I mean? In fact, I bet Rooney played over 60 games by the time he was 18 and a half. Jesus was 23 and never played any football. But he did have a career-threatening injury. And he gets knocks, bros. So, on all of that basis, I just thought, boy, a geezer that's played 60 games in his life, career-threatening injury, only played for Basel. The Basel manager criticised him, said I signed him as a left-back, but he's not mobile or fast enough, so I made him a centre-back and he done all right. They sold him back to Italy for 1 mil, but cleverly put a 50% sell-on clause. That's all. So I was surprised that we considering we seem pretty skint in the summer, paid cash money, 42 million. Do you know, a lot of football deals are done on tick, and you know what I mean? This much up front. Well, this one was impossible to do like that because Torino wanted their 22 mil, and Basel, the little cunts, wanted their 22 mil. So I just questioned the signing. Mourinho never heard of the cunt. So that was enough for me there. So is it you? Because I think you're a cool guy, bro. I reckon that was a little far. You're trying to organize the chat to start political issues. I think more of you than this, bro. It might have barbs. We don't know if it is him. We don't know if it is Agers. And even Mourinho can't really argue. Bros, he had a year left of his contract. Flopped in the Premier League already with Newcastle. 17 games it took Newcastle to realise, like, Mourinho weren't really for them. He went to Real Sociedad and chilled there for 5 years. Bro, you know if you're good in Spain, yeah, Real Madrid, yeah, or Club Barcelona will sign you. He never played any significant games of Spain. A couple of international friendlies. I think Gibraltar was one of them. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. So I'm just stating the facts. And obviously, yeah, their midfield isn't shit hot. There's no Xavi, Iniesta, Fabregas at the moment. So, yeah, him and Zubi Mendy got a couple of minutes. Do you know what I mean? All I'm saying is, bro, I know world football. Again, I had streams when Arda Güler was 16 years old. Arteta, please sign Arda Güler. Turkish team 16. Go look back on the streams, bros. Real Madrid must have heard me because a year later they signed him. I was talking about Arda Güler before Turkish people knew about him, with all respect. So if a guy's fucking 28, bros, Mikel Mourinho, and I've never heard of you, bro, fucking alarm bells. We can call that ignorant, cocky of me. No, maybe I'm such a sad freak. I watch too much football. I've never heard of him. So on that basis, bros, 32.5 mil for a geezer that you can talk to in 6 months because he had a year left on his contract. Nah. Ain't really that much of a good signing, bro. I think Real Sociedad done really well to get 32.5 fucking million quid cash money off us. He had 12 months left on his contract, brother. Again, I do know what I'm talking about, believe me. So, yeah, Mourinho can fuck himself. It's early days. It's very harsh of me. Calafiore, I love his attitude. I think he's got the spirit, but I think he's going to be brittle, bros. And the physical nature of the Premier League, he's one of them guys that I think plays 25 games a season, if that. As for Sterling, I said it, you know what I mean, before we signed him. The guy has lost his hunger for football completely. You could see that at Chelsea. Not even Southgate wanted nothing to do with him anymore at England, international level. So, yeah. And Neto, well, boy, the Bournemouth manager decided Kepa, a Chelsea flop, was more important than him. So, on all of them bases, I knew the summer window was a disaster. And everyone that heard me on my transfer deadline videos and everything, know every word that I say is like literally on my children, my grandchildren's life, bros. Zero idea to lie about, bros. Mikel Mourinho, who 32.5 mil. Bro, next month we could have got him for free. How's about that? Still would have been a shit player, but at least it would have been free and not 32 half of the £1 million worth of shit player. Because that's another player. I promise you, bro. No one in God's green earth, bro. Nick Nack, remember I said this. Nobody gives you 32.5 mil for him. 35 mil for Vieira? No one gives you that. Ben White, decent player. No one's paying you over 50 mil for him, bro. I promise you. Do you know what I mean? People at Man City are happy to pay 50 million for fullbacks. They ain't knocked our door for that fullback. Do you know what I mean? Guys, but again, please do be liking, do be subscribing. I don't fight. Please be getting your thoughts in, your comments in. Edu, was he pissed off with Arteta? Is these power struggle rumors true, or was it just a money thing, a financial thing? Triple your money and let's go to the I don't know why I've got a problem saying this guy's name. The Nottingham Forest group, Olympiacos and them boys. I nibble on the draw at 3 point. Mate, don't talk to me about draws. I got, again, camera evidence, mate. I've done 2 accumulators last night, yeah? But on silly late games, America and Brazil. Bruv, one game I decided, Miami versus someone, I thought, fuck that. 7-1 a draw. No, 6-1 for the draw. I'm having that. Draw. A draw on every accumulator. Bro, did both draws come through? One was for 7 teams and one was 5, 4 and 6. Hence, I'll show you. I've got 2 free bets on my app. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, when you're one team short, you know what I mean? Fuck their money back. Because, bro, it's more of a wind up. You realise how close you were to hitting it. And then that gets Phil bloody cold. He's an impact player, bro. Come on, Brighton didn't even want him, you know? Tottenham offered 9 million a couple of days before we got hustled into paying 28 for him. Mate, again, I watch world football and I watch so much Spanish football, mate. And I watched that team so many times because we were linked with Zubamendi. How normal could he have been in the games I watched Real Sociedad? I'm not saying I watched them 30 times a season, mate. But I must have watched them at least 5, 6, 7, 8 times last year because we were constantly linked with Zubamendi. I know when you're not looking out for his midfield partner, do you know what I mean? Because he was there. But he done nothing to like, well, he's half decent, do you know what I mean? So, I know what you're thinking, you ignorant little cunt, but yeah, mate, again, I've named so many players out here. Bros, before Saliba made his Arsenal debut, I said he was as good as Van Dijk. He's one of the best defenders in the world. That it could still be down to opinion, but take him out of Arsenal's team right now, and you'll see what time of evening it is. Arda Güler, at 16, I said this kid was going on something special, very special. Within 10 to 12 months, bros, he was signing for Real Madrid. I'm not even sure if he had made his Fenerbahce debut by the time I was screaming about him. Again, I watch a lot of football, bro. Even late night, Brazilian football, American, MLS. And you know what? There is a few motherfuckers who are playing in the MLS that are 15s and 16s, and a couple of them look decent, but we'll get back to that another time. Again, I watch too much football. What was his name? Connor Jones or something? There was some cunt I was watching. The 15-year-old just coming on. I'm thinking, 15. Let me keep my eye on this cunt. Hey, cunt was blistering down the wing. This was live the other night. I get and appreciate that. We had Thomas Partey, who's been ever present this year. He gave Jorginho a new contract. I don't believe for any minute, again, which I've said in all my videos, I don't believe this Mourinho is better than Jorginho and Partey. I think neither of them are gods, but at least I heard of both of them footballers before they hit Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? I'd heard of Jorginho and I'd heard of fucking Partey. He was Zionist. Even down to that, though, brothers. Who sells the best keeper in the world, who goes on to be voted the best keeper in the world in the Ballon d'Or thing last week, yeah? Wins the World Cup with Argentina, won us our only trophy, yeah? Because he was that good. He won us that trophy. Do you know what I mean? After the injury to Leno and a bit of a Aubameyang to help in the final with that great goal. But who sells the best keeper in the world for 17? Buys that geezer Ramsdale for 28. Buys Raya for 33. Wants to buy Garcia for 25 in the summer. Now, I've been told, yeah, that the deal was done. Now, Garcia come out, the Espanol, and I think he's been dropped at the moment. He's a number 2 keeper, and he has a £25 million release clause. And he wanted him instead of Neto, Arteta. This kid has come out and hotted it up a little bit. Said basically, yeah, personal terms, a contract, 4-year deal, everything was agreed. And I just sort of got left in limbo all summer, basically just saying Arsenal didn't have the money to fucking complete the deal. Do you know what I mean? Thankfully, though, who wants an Espanol number 2 for 25 mil? Fuck off. England, number 1. England's number 1. Listen, I've got nothing against Ramsdale. I like him. I don't know. We got him from a club that was relegated. He got relegated the year before that. No disrespect to you guys, but relegation battle. I don't want to say that's his level, but let's see how he gets on. Yo! How you doing, Kaylee? How you doing? Did we get a massive like on the video, everyone? Please start hitting that like button. Like. Please be subscribing if we're new. Back off, Sticky Vicky. I'm making it mine. Tanya, who are you, love? Have you checked out that program Ideal yet? Everton fan will tell you Arteta is a club legend, though. What did he do for Everton? What the fuck did he do for Everton? Everton fans tell you Kevin Campbell, obviously rest in peace, was a club legend, but like, he got them out of relegation scraps on that. I don't know. I can't remember anything significant he done for Everton. There you go. I can't think of anything. It was a panic buy, bros. We had just lost Nasri and Cesc Fabregas, and we had just got smashed the fucking arsehole out of 8-2 at Old Trafford by Man United, obviously. We signed Arteta. What's good, though, Kaylee? Not even, bros. Cantona had a lot of talent. He was just fucking cuckoo. Don't you remember when he kicked a fucking fan in England in the chest and got banned for 9 months? And then come back with some fucking poetry about when the seagulls start to blow themselves and players get angry, and the mentality of the seagull and the mentality of the human and of like a woman's body is all natural. But fuck off, the geezer was fucking nuts. But he could play football. No, they never played France at that era, never played Ginola again. On the strength of, there were 2-1 up, I think, against them Xeon people. I'm sure it was them as well. They were 2-1 up, and all they had to do was fucking just win, and they qualified for the World Cup. It's a corner. Ginola's tried to do a Ginola, take on everyone and score. He's lost the ball, they're throwing it out quickly, and they've equalised. Ginola never played for the fucking France again. Ruthless, all right decision. Not pocket fireworks. Oh, she don't mean that. She don't mean that. No one could ever mean that. They've been near me, mate. Tanya. Okay, now here we go. Who are we talking about here? The Garcia bit. I told you the reason why that couldn't happen for Calamari, Calafore, was because remember Basel installed a 50% sell-on clause. Interesting. Right, where are we going here? Mourinho was 21 when Newcastle had him. Okay, 17 games later, they fucked him off to fucking wherever we found his fucking silly ass. Bro, if you play 15 good games in Spain, it's pretty much like, I'm sorry to say, in Germany. If you're good and you have a good season, you end up getting signed by Borussia Dortmund or fucking Bayern Munich. Same happens in Spain. I don't know what to say, mate. I don't know. We can see, I can be wrong. In a year's time, you might be telling me, oh my God, don't you feel silly? Mourinho is now the Arsenal captain. I just can't see them days ever happening, mate. I can't see him ever getting to the pace. Do you know what I mean? And even though it's a bit harsh, the shoulder injury when you come in just because Gabriel tapped him on his shoulder. Mate, it's a fucking Premier League, my brother. No, right. Spain, the best team on the planet. You can't be winning too much about signing one of their key stars. Well, no. Go look at his Spain. statistics, bros. He hasn't played that many times for Spain. I don't know who must have got injured before that tournament, but he definitely wasn't a regular starter. Go and look, bros. I've looked at all of this, how many competitive minutes he's played for Spain at 28 years old. Again, I can promise you, Rooney had probably played more for England by the time he was 18. Certainly by the time he was 19, Rooney would have outplayed him. Rooney's probably got more caps for England when he was 19. Not a day over a score, I promise you, than what this cunt has now. For a guy with a year left on his contract, that I'd never heard of, that had already flopped in the Premier League, I don't know. Just don't know, mate. Again, but I'm not Edu Arteta and I don't get paid fucking hundreds of thousands of pounds a week, but just look at that prick of recent game before Arsenal. You could see the bastard had lost his appetite for football. And I haven't seen one game where I think, I haven't seen once, where I thought, he's looked half decent. Mate, I don't even know who fucking Tanya is, bros. Fuck me, you cunts can get wound up real quick, innit? Go on, Tanya, carry on, girl, because you're getting right in their feelings. Go on, girl, stir that fucking pot. You can read on it. I said the look of him. I want him. There you go. You know? That's it, Tanya. Go on, Tanya. See, I fucking like you. I don't have a bubble what the fuck you look like. You could be a fucking geezer there talking. Does he want you, though? Again, Tanya could be a fucking geezer right now. I'm sure she ain't, but who knows? A lot of mercy. I want to get to know him. Doing your X, bruv. I don't even do birds. X. You're going to piss me off there, but I knew for about 4 minutes ago, like literally, like on a scale of 1 to 10, I knew for 8 minutes in total, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, so don't start because you'll trigger me. Right, it's a long game, Danny. Can't be bothered about one of results. It's balanced over the years that matter. Hold on, it's a long term game. Yeah, it is, but still, the facts are the Cants literally never played a game for Spain until the last, year or so. He played 1 or 2 qualifiers a few years ago, like Gibraltar and, I don't know, Kazakhstan. That was my only point. That was my only point. One. It's a good day. You're a police officer. 1. A good Madela. Yo, just telling you again, with the news of Edu, everyone who's a real one will show up to protest end of the season. But I'm ready to protest. But I protest every night in my sleep, bros. I just don't like none of them. But it will be interesting because the last couple of weeks we ain't been playing too well. Martinelli below par. He's been shit for ages though. Basically, this ain't no on the wraps thing, man. Forest made this offer 2-3 weeks ago to Edu. Arsenal gave him some leave. Shouts out to you, I'm good. I'm a dead. What's good, my brother? Yeah, I love you, that. See, there you go. See, it's not all personal. It's just all down to opinions. Whether we're Southampton, whether we're Arsenal. Again, if I was a Southampton fan, I'd want that fucking dude out. There's been a couple of key games. Was it Leicester, Forest? Like, I'm not going to say standards. I'm not trying to annoy you. Again, like, I don't know. Like, he spoke a good game in the pre-season. Let me get into a quick bit of news, guys. Edu to join Forest, triple your money. Wenger, director of football. I'd have a bit of it. Arsenal, it's been said today they'll sell Trossard if they could get offered £40 million from any Saudi club and launch an incredible £90 million bid for West Ham playmaker. Kudos. Can't see that being true. And kudos for me. Again, I really like him. And West Ham have been struggling and been shit. I think there's an inconsistency problem with this bastard. I don't know. Got to be better than Trossard, dude. Starley. Arsenal and Arteta are interested in bringing him to Arsenal in the summer on a free transfer. PSG have told Arsenal and let it be known, allegedly, that a £100 million bid could be on their way as early as January for William Saliba. I repeat, PSG, £100 million bid incoming for William Saliba. Michael Rosiak, that is the Polish 19-year-old right back, now playing central midfield in Arsenal's reserves, or under 21s, it's said called these days. Is said to be going on loan to Blackburn Rovers. Newcastle have been linked with Gabriel Jesus. I say, let's have Isaac. You take Jesus. Sure, there's no truth in it, but the story was saying that if Isaac was to be sold, they would look into a £30 million deal for Gabriel Jesus. Another player we will lose money on, though. £45 million we signed Jesus for. We will not get more than £45 million on him. Antoine Semiomi, we know, the Bournemouth winger, fucked us up, fucked Man City up the other day, has been linked with moves to Arsenal, City, Chelsea and Manchester United. Edu, leave the youngsters alone. And I'm talking, don't even try. I'm bringing Wari or a Max Diamond or Forest or wherever the fuck you're going, you little rat. Salah, guys, I've been told is definitely leaving Liverpool. And if Liverpool were to receive an offer in January, they're cashing in right now because we all know he goes Saudi at the end of the season for free. Victor Gokras has said Man United now is his #1 target and where he wants to be. And Newcastle could make a bid for Jesus as early as the January transfer window. Guys, do be liking and do be subscribing if we is new. There you go. And this is what I say about Victor Gokras. Because remember, Victor Gokras, mate, I couldn't care if he scored 80 goals in 10 games this season. He had an ever so average record at Sheffield Wednesday, played for Coventry. Just under 1 in 2 was his average in the Championship. Also played for Brighton, I do believe. What I'm saying is the geezer's tried England before. Well done, Sporting. They bought a player from the Championship. And he went out there and murked it for a season and the first 7 or 8 or 9, 10 games this year. Anyway, like Ruben, I'm sure he'll be leaving Sporting CP soon. Thing is, I'm not convinced on him. Is he better than Jesus? And Havertz? Probably. And probably most certainly. But again, I believe at 26, just about to turn 27, hasn't really started for Sweden. And Sweden are I'm sorry to say, are Sweden. If he was that good, Victor Gokras. Again, similar to Mourinho. He's played a few games recently. Well, that's because in the last year and a half, he's been smashing at Sporting CP. Go back to 3 years ago and see if he was playing for Sweden. Damn. Tanya, I don't do birds. I don't do girlfriends. I've been single all my life. Ross, what's going on here? Truth always. Oh my God, here we go. What the fuck is actually going on in here this evening? I'm going to piss myself, but let's continue. Me. Alright, this is all getting a bit boring. Alright, what do you mean? Zara. Mate, I told you. I don't know nobody. I don't know you, Tanya. I know nobody. Fuck me. This has been a weird one out here today. But guys, if you like it, maybe subscribing. Fuck it. Super chat would be nice though. Nice one, Phil. There we go. Mate. Right, one of the best midfielders ever had. Him and Limpar. We sold them Limpar. We got the best years out of Anders Limpar. Fuck about. trying to think of Everton midfielder. I think Stuart McCall would fucking disagree with you. See, this is going to be hard. I never wanted him at Arsenal. I didn't have a YouTube channel the same, like, so you can go back and look at proof. But I remember saying to friends or confidants at the time, like, this geezer, man, capless, shit, Rangers, Everton, like, we're Arsenal. Fuck this guy. He's average. Perhaps he's average. He was an average footballer, and you know what I mean? That was it. End of. Edu was the better midfielder than him, if you want the truth, guys. Edu was actually the better footballer. Edu just really was there at the time when it was Petit Vieira, you know what I mean? And you weren't getting a look in. Mate, no one has to worry about nothing, but again, anyway. Fuck me, we're still doing this. Ah, yes, bruv, thank you for fucking Nick. If it wasn't for you, I could have been gone already. I swear to the Lord, I could have been gone. Fucking police officer. Fucking always wants to fucking know something. Oh, God. Will you wait then if W? Oh, God, do you know what? What is going on here today, bros? Actually, right. There you go, bruv. If you look closely, because I did, bruv, when some other, not you a bastard, when some bastard tried to challenge me to this, bruv, I was like, so he made his debut against fucking Gibraltar. Well, fuck me. And it was a friendly. I'm not even talking Conference League. But I was going back a few years. Then they put him back in the bin for a few years. And then I think somewhere halfway between last season, he got a couple of caps again. So yeah, just trust me. I wouldn't just spit things about people and blah blah blah. But again, on my kid's life, on my grandson's life, I'd never heard of this geezer. So that there was a rap for me. I'd never heard of the cunt. Do you know what I mean? Bro, I could name you 10 wonder, well, not all wonder kids, but you know what I mean? 10 kids in Brazil right now that I think all could do fucking a job for some fucking Premier League teams, if not Arsenal themselves, Southampton. Do you know what I mean? Seriously, Victor Reese, Franco Mastachuno, is it Luigi? 17-year-old kid at Palmeiras has scored 9 goals in 19 games this season. Do you know what I mean? Franco Mastachuno has just turned 17. Bro, I watched him the other day. Banging fucking free kick. And I do love a left-footed fucking midfielder. Centre mid. If I watch Brazilian games late at night, I notice these kids, bros, and they've stuck in my head. Like, again, I'm not trying to annoy you or anyone else on the stream, but everyone else is just talking bollocks to themselves. Alarm bells are fucking ringing. And then if you'd have left this fucking arse until January, you could have negotiated and got him for free if you thought he was that good. I hear you, 32.5 mil isn't massive amounts these days. But if you've only spent 70 in the summer, bros, on Calafiore and him, there was obviously a budget problem. By the way, we sold about 70 million worth of talent as well. So maybe we had to sell before we bought, if you like, if you get what I mean. In a game. Oh, what's happened here? How's my tracksuit all ripped? Man, that's the fucking dog. You cunt. That was almost brand new tracksuit. What's he done? You see this shit? There, is it there? There. You cunt of a dog. Oof. Listen, bro, they're playing good football. it isn't a game we should be shitting ourselves about. What I don't like with Arsenal, and where our squad is pretty brittle thin, is it's the whole 4 games in 11 days. Bros, we could be playing Brentford 4 times. I think we'd have a problem. The problem is we've just been done by Bournemouth. We've just been done by Newcastle. Now it's away to Inter on Tuesday, and then Saturday, bang, lively, fucking Stamford fucking Bridge. And Chelsea are playing fucking decent. So to answer your question, I'm mad nervous, bros. I don't think 2 draws are good enough in these next 2 up and coming fixtures. I think we need 2 victories. Look at Villa, bros. When they play this week, there'll be 4 Champions League games in, 4 victories, because they will beat fucking Club Brugge, bros. I'm talking punting. How you feeling about the Inter game? Oh, see again. I don't know. Honestly, I know it sounds silly, but I was not to sit on the fence. I'm just Arsenal turn up, bros. We've been a bit clueless over the last few games. Havertz, the heroes, on 4 goals again all season. Do you know Chris Wood's on about 8? Like, that's double. He plays for Forest. Welbeck's outscored this kind of a Havertz. In fact, Wood has outscored Arsenal's fucking front 2 strikers, and so has Welbeck. It's fucking embarrassing. We don't have a striker that scores. If Saka doesn't score, and if Martinelli isn't up to his A game, and without Eldegaard, obviously, yeah, there's something massively missing. He won't play in Wari. If I see Sterling start over and Wari again, I'm going to go fucking crazy. Mate, at this moment, I'm going to entertain a 2-2 draw. I don't know, bros. And I know he's massively close to Edu, well, both Brazilian, but they had a massively close relationship. So I'm wondering how his next few weeks will actually be at the club. He's professional. He earns a lot of money. He should be fine. But I'm just saying, like, it'll be interesting to see, like, if the disappearance of Edu does affect anyone like Martinelli. That's why I said, Grandma, you look old. Martinelli's just see, statistically, bros, it doesn't add up. His assists and his goals, but he still works hard. And well, again, we've only got Sterling, so if it weren't Martinelli, who's it going to be? Trossard, as I've kept on saying since the day we signed him, impact player, best off the bench. Excuse me. But I think Martinelli only looks best in the while that Emery was around. Emery did believe in him. And I still haven't seen him play the same football ever since then. Fucking, he was disgusting last season. Brother, I'll show face. I'll show face. I just know, again, there's too many people wrapped up in Arteta. But again, football is a fickle thing. And say we got Merckx at Milan, Merckx at Stamford Bridge. And funny enough, it could be Edu's next club who we're playing. Nottingham Forest. Imagine if they done us as well. Imagine we lost the next 3 in a row. Like, surely at some point, Fresh is sending me some video. He knows I'm live. Hold on. Who's that? I bet it's the video's gonna delete itself because Fresh, I know you're watching, son. Who is that? Fucking only Fresh. Considering we could have gotten for 33 mil, bros, last season, it's fucking OTT. Because West Ham allegedly wasn't his agent's first choice. I'm live. Give me 10 minutes. Damn. Fresh, fuck off trying to corrupt me. Bruv, this is what I mean. Sporting CP have got it written into the contract that, and I don't think they'll get it, but Gorkrez goes for 85. Bruv, I'd rather Isaac at 100 mil than fucking Gorkrez at 85. I love you, Fresh. Oh, fuck me. Look whose name's coming. But 100 million. Bruv, I take that. And, mate, if they'll fucking take 60, 65 and Gabriel Jesus, mate, again, Jesus, in the boot of my car, driving to fucking Newcastle myself. Bruv, he's been shit for years. Bruv, what was it? 3, 4 goals he got last year? That don't win you titles, my brother. Haaland scores 4 in a game. I'm not comparing him to Haaland, I'm just saying. 4 in a season, bruv, as a striker. Is ever so disappointing. Yes, my brother Fresh, what are you saying? A real one. And Zinchenko, can see why you let him go. Bruv, the geezer's fucking awful. And the only reason why he played a few games for Man City was because they're so fucking good, bro. Oh, God, Fresh, man. It's because they're so good. Fresh, you're fucked up. I love you. Most fucked up human being in the world, but I love it, bros. As things all fresh, bros. As things all fresh. But again, bros, refused to play him. Had Vieira over him. Vieira cost 35 mil. Bros, Vieira's now wanking himself on loan in Portugal. We're never going to see that 35 mil. Bros, I reckon we'll get no money for him. Language. Hold on, what? It's a game you can afford. What? Inter? It fucking isn't. Worst case scenario is a playoff, which means Exeter then will probably still go through. No, bros. Again, it's the Tuesday or Wednesday, Saturday, and it's the extra game, bros. And I'm saying, like, because Saliba or Rice out of this, brother. Fuck me, I'm panicking. Yes, bros, but this geezer is really a number 10. He could come back, bros. He knows how to play football, bros. I'm just saying, if that's your striker, you've got to score goals, mate. Bros, for me, again, lost his passion for football, bros. Bros, from the minute he was 18, he was getting like mad amounts of money at Liverpool. Straight to Man City, 250 grand a week. Chelsea, 325 grand a week. He ain't short of a pound note. And I'm not saying there isn't millions of footballers that ain't rich. What I'm saying is, when you get to a certain richness, I'd imagine, bros, it's like you must really want it after a while. Do you know what I mean? Like Bergkamp, 1 year contracts at Arsenal to like 37 and all that. Ronaldo, like, do you know what I mean? Look at that, bros. Like the geezer's richer than God, but he wants to break records and blah blah blah. What I'm saying is Sterling ain't going on to 37. In fact, past this season, he won't quit because he will still have 2 years worth 325 grand a week on the table at Chelsea. But they'll do everything, even get lawyers involved to get rid of the cunt somehow, because they don't want him for the next 2 years. He's got 3 years left on his contract, 2 after this one, obviously. They don't want to be paying him 325 a year. So anyway, long story short, I reckon in 2 years' time he'll be retired after another couple of years of, hopefully in his eyes, 300 grand a week. Yes, it is, but if you're consistent at something, brother, again, I do love myself, but consistent. Saliba is the best defender in the world. Why is he on loan? Why is he buying David Luiz from Chelsea, who's a fucking wrong un? And if I was ever wrong about something, brothers, I'll more than hold my hand, take my hat off about it, and apologise profusely, or whatever the word is. I'm consistent with it. Never wanted Arteta from day one, so I said he's gonna have to win a league title or a Champions League for me to ever change my mind. He's won now, is he? And if he was here for the next 5 years, God forbid. Whole hand on heart. Did you not? I don't believe Arsenal will ever win the Champions League with Arteta in charge. I do not believe we'll win the title with Artetos in charge. So, it depends how many years you want to play this shit out for, bros. It's been 5, isn't it? He came in at the quarter-final stage, and we were so lucky in that quarter-final against Sheffield United. And again, but for me, the best goalkeeper in the world, and a guy that you wanted to get rid of, so badly that he gave him away to Barcelona for free, and in 6 months, bros, he'd done enough for Chelsea to spend 12.5 million on him. Chelsea brought Aubameyang back to this country with 12.5 million, but we got rid of him 6 months before for fucking free. Disgraceful fucking management and decision, because he just didn't like the geezer no more. Fuck that guy. And who did he stick with? Lacazette. Lacazette got 1 that whole fucking season, bro. But he kicked Aubameyang out of the club. Stripped him of the captaincy. The cunt Lacazette got 1 goal. Juan. I think Man City will win the title. If they get another injury, they're going to decide, because they haven't really spent a lot of money in the last couple of years, and they've still been selling academy products, the Palmers and everything, to keep things ticking over with this financial fair play. And if they're ever worried about Guardiola leaving, bruv, they'll give him money to spend in January, if he's ever worried, or if he got an injury to like a Haaland. As I'm saying, you could take most people out of that team and they're going to be fine and still win the league. Rodri is a problem. Take Haaland out of that, would also present them with a touch for a problem. It is. Listen, they're a really good team. They're even playing in a number 2 goalkeeper, who I think is outstanding, by the way, Carragher. Whatever his name is. I think they're doing really well. Just like ourselves, whether it is a striker when Jota's injured, or Diaz doesn't want to score, or a guy who I actually like, Nunes, just hits the post 4 times in a game and doesn't score, because he does miss a lot of chances. I just think they're just that much away, Raz. I think they'll fall short. Like, I think the only cunt the Gazer signed, slot was Chiesa. And Chiesa's hardly played 15 minutes. So, I don't know. Give the Gazer a fucking window, or who knows? If he had had a couple of players in the summer, they could have had a more realistic chance. But fuck me, if you're coming from the Dutch division and come over and win the league in your first year, fuck me. It just makes Arteta look even more embarrassing. Remember, Manchester United have just sacked a manager in 2 years, delivered 2 trophies. I get they were 14th the other day. But 2 FA Cups in 2 years. Do you know statistically Erik ten Hag will actually go down as one of the most successful Premier League managers ever, because he had 2 years here, unless he comes back, and he won 2 trophies. You can Google it if you like, but I'm sure we don't need Google for that. Not many managers has come to the Premier League, won 2 trophies, been sacked. And we could use Google. So, again, I'm just not sure of the mesmerising amount that this geezer's done. Oh yeah, City can, of course they can. Oh, most definitely. And Liverpool, yes. They can play crap and blah, blah, blah. But again, with Europe, depending on how far they go in the Cups, and the Premier League's a long old season. Again, I'm not even saying Arsenal this moment are going to finish above them. I'm just saying Man City will win the league. That's it. But if Slot, providing they don't win the league this year, has a decent summer, or even possibly a signing or 2 in January, Liverpool are obviously going to be a very serious team, and not too much of a Jurgen Klopp fucking drama and disappointment that he's gone like. It looks to be just business as usual and crack straight on. But the way it looks right now, I'd say Liverpool has as good a chance as Man City in anyone. Again, just looking at the squad, and I do think they've got actually a bit of better depth than us. I even like that central midfielder, Curtis Jones. Do you know what I mean? I think he's fucking well central. I think he's a lot better than Mourinho. Put it that way. Again, just yeah, certain injuries, bruv. If they got a Salah out, and again, we know we could say this about any club, but again, a Salah or a Van Dijk. Remember, they've already had their number one keeper took out, but because Carragher's so good, they'll just about get away with that because he is that good. Take Van Dijk away, though, bruvs. Do you know what I mean? And McAllister's doing well, Gravenberch's doing well, but again, fuck all of them. Take Salah out of that situation, though, bro, and take Van Dijk out of that situation. And yeah, like I don't want to say they're normal or average, but yeah, I don't think we're facing the same Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, basically, are a couple of bodies short, in my opinion, from being able to win the league. Look when they did win the league, bros. I do believe, and I hope I ain't got this one wrong. In the first 28 league games of the season, when Liverpool did win the title, I believe they won 27 out of 28 league games. Bro, how do you say it? You have to be fucking perfect almost to beat Man City. And I'm not saying Man City are business as usual and perfect Man City at the moment. But at the end of the day, I don't think you'll see a point this season where a team will get too many points ahead of them. Put it like that. And I'm pretty sure, and I don't know when Man City are playing Liverpool, but I just get that feeling as soon as that day does come along and say there was 3 points and Man City are 3 points behind, Man City will spank them because it's just a Pep Guardiola bastardish thing to do. But I love Liverpool to win it. Do you know what I mean? Especially over Man City. Do not get me wrong. Do you know what I mean? Do not get me wrong. But I just think come the business end of the season, and let's just say it's Man City v Liverpool, whether it's at Anfield or whatever, I just say Guardiola City and Foden and the rest of them and Haaland go and spank the life out of them. Because again, remember, Guardiola can't go out and play. He ain't part of the 11. But he's a winner, bros. Do you think Guardiola would sit through 2-3 years of Kia Havertz and Jesus not scoring goals? Would he fuck, bros? Would he fuck? Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, I'd say at the moment, genuinely, there's no panic bells for Man City. I would say the Bournemouth game has shocked them, but we'll see the reaction. And every time thus far, Pep Guardiola's Man City have needed to make a reaction, it's been done. They're a fucking good side, bros. I said that at the start of the season. They're a very fucking good side. I like their manager. He'll be the next one, bros. Right, man. Again, he'd be offered the Man City job, the Bournemouth manager, before they'd offer it to a fucker like Arteta. Trusting me. Bros, they're a good team. They're a good team, bros. You know what I mean? I thought he could get caught with his pants down with this Ivan Ilson at 40 million. Because that's when you think, ooh, could this one let you down? 40 million signing. You've just lost Sawanki and Dominic. And I was like, oh, Ivan Ilson, like, who's this a little bit like? I don't know. Like, he went on my radar. Like, who the fuck is this? He's done all right so far. Not bad. Again, this is the Premier League. And that's what my real attention was on this season for Bournemouth. Was because I didn't even raise my eyebrows when they fucked off Neto to us and brought Kepa from Chelsea. That didn't even faze me. we've always known Kepa's a decent goalkeeper. Just Chelsea can ruin people, and Chelsea might not like a person after 2-3 games if certain things have happened. I'm not criticising Ivan Nilsson or the manager. What I'm saying is, I thought it was risky. That I saw. I was like, "Ooh, 40 mil! Like this geezer doesn't need to hit the ground running." But I thought again, if he's the type of guy that goes 7, 8, 9, 10 without a goal, it could be a bit troublesome. Considering he is replacing their top scorer and their main threat of last season, which was Dominic the fucking Totty Solanke. But brother, I gotta get my dog out. It has been absolutely beautiful talking to you, Nick Nack. It's been only you for half an hour. You are a legend, and of course, man, the match. Please join me again. I'm covering Celtic and Aberdeen and Rangers a lot more this year. If you see the views on my Celtic and Aberdeen streams and Rangers, obviously over the last few days or the last week, they've been very good compared to my Arsenal streams. So yeah, Ryan's on the wall. A lot more Celtic. Fuck me, don't get me tempted to go and do Southampton in the next game. I bet Southampton versus whoever you're playing next, I'll get better views then than an Arsenal stream. Strange, but true. Nick Nack, you're the fucking man of the match. Peace out. God bless. People them. Do be liking, do be subscribing. Catch me again tomorrow, 10 p.m. live, innit? Danny, AFC TV. In Live Wednesday, guys. And Chelsea, both away. And then it could be Edu's new club, Nottingham Forest.